What a nightmare commute if you rely on New Jersey Transit to get you back and forth to work. Another dozen trains canceled today, and this is now the fourth day in a row. As a matter of fact, they've averaged 14 trains canceled every day this week. Is there any end in sight? They keep blaming the weather. Then there are electrical problems. This seems to be an ongoing problem that no one as yet has been able to fix. Ashley Johnson has the full story. Ashley?
If the day wasn't already bad enough for NJ Transit, federal regulators recommended that the agency pay a fine of $12,000 for missing a deadline to install positive train control, the largest fine issued to any of the 41 railroads required to install the collision stall system. All week, it's been a nightmare of a commute for NJ Transit riders. Canceled trains and delays have had many blasting the agency on social media. Check out this tweet Thursday. Hey, NJ Transit, maybe you should stop raising prices and delaying trains and fix doors that open while the train is in full speed. People have been packed on trains like sardines with a shortage of cars. Here at New York Penn Station, I caught up with commuters during the afternoon rush.
The trains have been delayed this morning on the way in. All the trains into the city were routed through Hoboken, so my 35-minute train was about an hour and 45 minutes commute instead. And just now my train was canceled on the way home.
I've been late for work. I've been late picking up my kids in the evenings. It's not good.
Very slow, everything's delayed, everything's behind schedule. It makes it very difficult to plan. I mean, I'm coming in to have meetings with people and try to keep appointments, and it's almost impossible.
So I'm headed out of New York Penn Station, headed back towards Trenton, and I can tell you this train is full. People are standing up, not everyone has a seat. And also we've been at a stall in the tunnel for at least 20 minutes. Here's a tweet from NJ Transit stating that there were delays because of the Amtrak Portal Bridge being stuck in the open position. An earlier tweet warned of delays because of a wire problem at New York Penn Station. That had riders even more upset. NJ Transit said in a statement, NJ Transit is currently working through a backlog of weather-related equipment issues and is returning rail cars to service as quickly as possible. NJ Transit didn't give a time frame as to when those issues would be solved or what commuters can expect going into next week. In Trenton, I'm Ashley Johnson, reporting for Chasing News.
Thanks, Ashley. All right, now let me introduce you to somebody who's certainly not an expert in transportation issues, but someone who had to endure the nightmare commute, not just today, but every day going back since this ridiculousness with NJ Transit started. We found her on Twitter this morning because she's been tweeting away at all the pictures that you see of people stuffed into the trains, waiting on the platform. Jessica Elman, thanks for joining me on Chasing News. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All right, so your pictures were great. But it really does speak volumes as to how bad it is. So let me ask you this. Did this just start for you with the snowstorm on Friday? I mean, we've had an average of 14 trains canceled a day this week, or does it go way back before that?
No, it definitely goes way back before this. The last couple of weeks have been incredibly difficult. There's been single level trains and everyone's kind of packed in together. Let
me ask you, so you went to Twitter. Are they getting back to you? You tagged them in everything. Anybody respond to you?
No, nobody.
How bad has it become? And just like describe your getting in today. Because today, I mean, here we are 5 days, 6 days after the snowstorm. Should have been no excuse for all the cancellations today. What was it like today on the train?
My train was canceled. So there's only 2 trains an hour, and I actually had to drive to Secaucus because I wouldn't have been able to make it to work on time. So this morning took me about 2 hours. I got to the train station, waited. There was my 8:15 train was canceled.
What's the mood of all the other commuters, Jessica? Are people mad? Are they upset? Are they lashing out? What's the mood like?
They're pretty upset. It just gets worse and worse every day. My boss, every single day I'm late, and I don't know what to tell him anymore.
All right, if you could say something to the incoming governor, Phil Murphy, about NJ Transit, what would it be?
Please fix it. Fix it. Something's got to change.
Okay, thanks for joining me tonight, Jessica. I hope your commute on Friday is a little bit better, but don't hold your breath. It's still New Jersey Transit. All right, I want to bring in someone who wrote an article in NorthJersey.com. He is the editorial page editor. His name is Alfred Doblin, and he wrote an article saying if Governor-elect Phil Murphy is able to fix New Jersey Transit, he could pretty much be governor for life. Alfred, let me ask you, why did you write the column?
I almost feel you asked me a more existential question. Why am I a commuter? The column really came out of the fact that I am a commuter. I use pretty much all of the systems, the PAF, NJ Transit, MTA. The other night was a particularly horrible night, even for NJ Transit levels. You know, the train first didn't leave the station, and it's always good for the train to leave the station. Then we sort of hobbled along. Then we just sort of stopped in the middle of nowhere a little before the Hackensack River, I believe. And there was no information. I just started tweeting away, even just tweeting out to NJ Transit, tell me what's happening. Nothing happened.
Alfred, do you think that Governor-elect Murphy can actually fix this problem where so many governors have failed before him?
Well, I don't know if anyone can fix it. I'm heartened by the fact that he wants to fix it, that he said, you know, this is a national disgrace. You know, he's making himself very aligned to the commuter. And that's important. The fact that he sent out these letters asking for resignations, I believe that were delivered today. We don't really know who everybody is and whether some will be asked to stay on, is a good sign.
All right, good luck on your commute tomorrow. As I said to Jessica before you, though, don't hold your breath. It's still New Jersey Transit.
Thank you very much. I still have to get home tonight.
All right, not only New Jersey Transit, but if you had to fly in or out of JFK Airport over the past week, what a nightmare. Take a look at this picture. This was Sunday afternoon. These were all the flights at the gates. I can't imagine trying to find your plane, let alone your bag. That's right, 5,000 bags are estimated to be still sitting at the airport waiting for somebody to come and get them because the airport just simply cannot get out of their own way. Some of these bags are sitting outside, right, with the weather, and it is almost the end of the week. This happened on Sunday. All right, let's bring in our A-plus panel to break this down. I am joined by Nusrat Kadir, who is not only a nurse, but she is with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Society. Good to see you. Thank you for being back.
Thank you.
Jeanette Hoffman is here, Republican strategist.
Thanks,
and lawyer and columnist Laura Nanos is here. All right, Laura, I'm going to start with you. I don't even know where to start. Do we start with New Jersey Transit? Like, how did you get home today? Or the bags that have been left outside for a week?
No, this seems insane to me. And, you know, I understand that there are unforeseen things that happen, but when it comes to transportation generally, failing to plan is planning to fail.
Jeanette, is this a Port Authority problem? I mean, you've got political hacks that get these appointments. Christie appointed one hack who turned into a criminal, and then another hack. I mean, honestly, like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, this is a disgrace. And I agree with Phil Murphy on one thing, that New Jersey Transit is a national disgrace. We have problems at the Port Authority. We have the problems at New Jersey Transit. And I think it's because we don't have the right leadership there, Bill. So I think what Phil Murphy needs to come in and do as governor is, you know, he's already called for these resignations, which is kind of typical in a new administration. But he's got to put really qualified transportation professionals at the Port Authority, at New Jersey Transit, to make sure the trains are literally running on time.
That's right. What's the problem? Are we not just having an honest conversation any longer about expertise? I mean, there are people who are experts in transportation.
And
they exist.
They need to be on the board. I think that's a bigger issue here, is that if we're going to have better leadership, we need to have people on the board that actually know about transportation and that are capable of helping not only with the spending, but the safety. Safety is a real factor here.
Well, you've heard the tweets, you've heard the complaints. Commuters are upset, and they should be. We'll see.